Hello, everybody, and welcome to Math 7-8 at Elevation. I'm Mr. Renicker. I'm really excited to talk to you about the 2020-21 school year. This is going to go a little fast, so feel free to pause at any time and rewatch the video as much as you'd like. So first off, a little bit about me. My name is Aaron Renicker. Again, this is my 13th year of teaching. Fun fact about me, I love bow ties as long as they're the ones that you get to tie yourselves. And I enjoy celebrating what I call Bow Tie Tuesday. It's just a little fun thing I've done with classes for about 8 years. Here's my family, you see, my wife, Sarah, and our three boys. Our oldest, Jaden, who's actually a sophomore now, Marcus, who just entered first grade, and our youngest that just joined us actually this past January, Henry, who just turned 7 months old. We do love soccer as well, and we did enjoy going to the Rapids games and hope to get back there soon. Here, covered up just a little bit, is also our 7-year-old Boston Terrier, Bo. On to math topics here. Here's just some of the major topics we're going to study. It's not all of them, I'm afraid. I ran out of room, but feel free to pause and look through this list. Some of the big things I'll point out, though. Probability and statistics is what we start with this year, and we'll revisit a little bit later on. The Pythagorean theorem is always a really fun topic for students in Math 7-8. Systems of equations comes later. Surface area and volume of 3D figures is a cool one to explore, and linear equations and actually functions as a relation will be a big chunk of our learning this year, along with other topics. Specifically in Math 7-8, our classes are from 11:45 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. It's just after lunch on the Elevation schedule. There was a little confusion around that because the schedule also lists math first thing in the morning. However, that morning math slot is for Math 7, and honors math, or what we call Math 7-8, is again just after lunch. And then as students join each week of learning, they're going to have a module, which again is just a week span, where they can have roughly 4 to 8 different activities like taking notes, completing assignments, maybe taking a quiz or a test or something similar there. We will be learning some strategies that will help them start to take effective notes, but they're also allowed a bit of freedom as long as they can maintain an organized system. So feel free to share your own ideas with your students as well on how to do that. Again, we do have quizzes and tests, of course. This is not remote learning. Students will actually be receiving letter grades and percentage grades this year at Elevation. The last question that I get often is how do your students get some one-on-one or very small group time to handle some of the topics that might be extra challenging this year? And that's what office hours are for. You see the dates and times. Tuesday through Friday all have the same times. Monday has a slightly different time, a little bit of extra time since we don't have virtual classes. And all of that information can also be found on the course homepage if you'd like to visit that. As far as supplies, generally speaking, the students should already probably have a notebook and some writing utensils, and obviously access to a computer. They will also need access to a camera. That can just be on a smartphone, whether it's theirs or another family member's. They are going to be required occasionally to submit images of their notes that they've been taking and would need a camera to do that. A calculator is completely optional. However, a lot of families like to have one on hand so that it can be dedicated for schoolwork. I would recommend, but it is not required, that you get a TI 30X2S. It is a fantastic and inexpensive scientific calculator that would suit their needs for quite a long time. There is no textbook, whether it be a hard copy or digital, so please don't stress by trying to find one of those. All the resources will be provided online through our Canvas portal. This is a little side note here. This is my mantra that I have used in my class for many years here, and it is my pledge to the students and my pledge to you families as well. I will work every day to do the best that I can to make sure that your students are in a happy, safe, successful environment, and I'm going to encourage them to try to build that for themselves as well. My contact information, which is also on that course homepage, again, is right here. Feel free to pause and write these things down if you'd like to have them handy. And finally, again, welcome to Elevation. Welcome to Math 7-8. I'm super excited for all that we're going to do. Let's make it a great year.